Hello, welcome friends, and welcome to another episode of Konaxia Corporate Insights. My name is Avinash Gorakshakar, and I am the host for today's show. Friends, today we'll be discussing about a very interesting company which has got a very niche product in the market, and the company's name is FiberWeb India Limited. We have with us Mr. Praveen Sheth, who's the promoter and the chairman emeritus of the company, and he will be kind enough to tell us about the company's product, about its long-term prospects. So, Praveen bhai, welcome to the show, and thank you for sparing your valuable time. So,
Thank you, Avinash. Thank you very much.
yeah. In fact, Praveen bhai, to start with, if you can give us some background about the company, what does the company make, how long the company has been in existence. So, some
Yeah,
business background, and then we can start.
sure. The company was started in as back as 1985. I was not the original promoter, but uh, I came in the picture only in the year 1997. The company from 95, 96 has a unique product, namely technical textile. In the field of this technical textile, we have spun-bound non-woven fabrics and a melt-blown fabrics. These are worldwide having a great demand, and being 100% EOU, we have concentrated on the export. We have got our own office in USA, which is actually handled by my son, and it is doing very well. In fact, about 80% of our export is only to USA. The rest is to, of course, Europe and Australia and other countries. So this particular uh, in this particular product field, we have pioneered ourselves in India as such, and our quality is known worldwide. So we have been successful in keeping our export and increasing it even in this competitive world.
Okay. Okay, Praveen bhai, now since you have told me what is the product and where do you supply this product, could you tell us, basically, do you supply this product to the domestic market also, apart from the export market?
What we do is that actually to domestic market we only give when we have some surplus. The export
Okay,
orders are normally occupies majority of our production, but in case where there is a but sometimes the circumstances are such wherein we need to concentrate or help the domestic market. For example, in this COVID-19, there was necessary to supply the face mask and the cover PP cover to domestic people. So we had to curtail our export, request our customer not to order us for some time, and we had to supply it in the local market.
okay,
And we were very successful in that because nearly 40 to 45 new customers joined us, requesting us actually virtually to give the material to them, and that
okay,
way we could even help our society and the to fight the COVID-19.
okay. Praveen bhai, can you give us some idea about which are the sectors which are catered by your product? Since you said it is a specialized product, which are
Yeah,
the consuming sectors? If you can give us some idea on that.
yeah. The main is first is hygiene. In hygiene, it's a baby diaper, sanitary napkins, masks,
Okay,
and the operation for the doctors to operate. They also wear the entire dress. So this is
okay,
hygiene sector. Then there is an
okay,
agriculture sector wherein it is used for crop cover as well as for the mulching. In that means to spread it over the earth so that it will prevent weeds from growing, which weeds is the biggest problem in the agriculture.
okay,
So
okay,
this is the agriculture market, and then we say general textile market. This general textile market where there are variety of uses of our product, right from the furniture industry, the bedding industry, the hoarding industries, variety of things are using our product, and day by day there are more and more uses of the same.
Okay. Fine. I think Praveen bhai, I wanted to also understand, that in terms of your profitability margin, since you operate in a niche product, we have seen that EBITDA margins have been, quite attractive, about 20-21%. So I think, can you tell us, post COVID and before COVID, what has been the difference? Can we expect that maybe once COVID settles down, margins will get better, business will get better, or do you expect this to stabilize in the coming, at least in the next 3-4 quarters, situation will be normal like what it is now?
Actually, we are not only facing the COVID, because it has not affected our business at all. In fact, frankly speaking, it has not affected our business. But the growth is regular, and we expect a good growth in the future.
So I think one can expect at least EBITDA margins to at least stay where they are around 20-21%, which you have achieved. Can we assume that these margins will be sustained going forward?
This margin will be sustained for the present product. But if
Okay.
our flat bond project, which is a dream project for us, if that comes, then the EBITDA margin even can cross 25%
Okay. So can you give
overall.
us some idea? In
Overall.
fact, Praveen bhai, can you give us some idea what is this product about? If you can share some details with us.
See, that's a very unique product. It is normally used in filtration, but of a special kind of chemicals. It also is used for absorbent of oil. Now, this product absorbs the oil, not the water. So,
Okay.
in everywhere in the port, when the ship comes, it always emits some or the other oil, and that oil has to be removed. Otherwise, it will not work for them. In fact, I give you an example that the Suez Canal is using approximately 300 metric tons per month of this product.
Okay.
And the beauty is that once the oil is absorbed, then the oil can be again recovered and the
Okay.
product is thrown.
Okay.
So it's a
So
very second
basically,
thing, that is another problem,
yeah.
that the demand is 100% against that supply is only 45%.
Okay.
So the prices are very high as compared to any other products in our
Okay.
field.
Okay. Now this product, Praveen bhai, will be targeted at what? The Indian market or the export market?
No,
Which
no,
is
no.
the
Only
market you
export,
all are
export,
targeting? Okay,
export
export
markets.
market.
In fact,
Okay. And
we may give some in the domestic, because this bullet train project is going on. So Japanese people had come to us and requested us to give entire production. And of course, we say we never give. Don't keep all eggs in one basket. But
yeah.
when we start production, we will definitely consider your request.
Okay.
Because they need for laying it in the on the in the track about 2 meter on both the sides and below the
Okay.
track. So
Okay.
all throughout, because that they say that by putting that, there will not be any earthquake or any harm to the earth. So
Okay.
they do put it in every bullet train
Okay.
when they do it, because the speed
Okay.
of the train is such that it vibrates tremendously, and this product
Exactly.
helps us. So there are variety of things which are exclusive uses.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Praveen bhai, just to add a little bit to your, to your input, what you told us,
Mhm.
this project which you are saying, hopefully, when will the company actually launch it? What are the plans like?
See, actually, we have started doing the capex already. We
Okay.
have already established a electricity substation, because it requires a lot of power.
Yeah.
We have also acquired the land for it. We have also started development of that land. Now
Okay.
we have to order for the machine. For ordering the machine, we need to give 30% advance. The machine is costing around 100 crores of rupees. So we
Okay.
have to give 30% advance. Now, for that,
Okay.
we have applied to the bank, and because of this COVID, it had remained for a long time. But
Yeah.
now we have got an in principle okay from the bank, and now
Okay.
I think hopefully within another next 2 months we
Okay.
should get the sanction. So
Okay.
next three, we have a target is that in next 3 months we will have to give the order. But there
Exactly.
is one more thing, that it takes 1 year for the machinery manufacturer to supply it.
Okay.
So once we order, it will take nearly 1 year to get it, and then about three
Okay.
months to start. So we have
Okay.
to hope from now onwards, at least 18
Okay.
to 19 months, the
Okay.
project can start.
Okay. Fine. Understood. Praveen bhai, last year, that is FY21, in the recently concluded financial year, I think company has incurred 10 crores as some sort of capital expenditure. So any idea for what this money has been used? Any,
The same
if you can.
platform project. Platform project.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so fine. So that money has been spent there. Now tell me one thing, Praveen bhai, I was looking at your, working capital and I was looking at your total debt on the books. You all have got a virtually debt-free business. So
Yeah.
normally, what is the working capital cycle? कितने दिनों में आपका customer आपको पैसा वापस देता है? कितना दिन का
90
inventory
days.
रखता है?
90 days is the total cycle for
Okay,
our. Of course, we get overall we get the money from them in for 60 days, but we have to
okay,
keep the raw material. So we normally consider that 90 days we require working capital. We can only rotate it for 4 times.
okay. No, but then my question is that when most of the companies require long-term, short-term debt, you have a balance sheet which is very strong. There is no debt on the books. So how do you manage it? आप कैसे manage करते हो?
No, so what we do is that actually we go on plowing back our income every year so that we remain debt free. In fact, because
Okay,
the interest is something which is always the dragging point. So we have, but now of course we have applied for term loan as well as for the working capital, because we cannot
exactly,
sustain it forever.
exactly. Fine. No problem. I think now, in fact, one more thing, Praveen bhai, which I wanted to clear, we saw the Q1 results, which company presented for FY22. Now,
Mhm.
numbers have been pretty good. In fact, in a challenging scenario, the company has done well. But tell me one thing, that what has been the reason the turnover is less? In the previous
Yeah.
first quarter, it was over 28 crores. Now it is 25 crores. So any specific reason why this
Yeah,
turnover is
yeah,
down?
yeah. I'll tell you what happens is that you see people look at the turnover, but they don't see at the bottom line. In fact,
Okay.
the prices of raw material fluctuates from $900 to $1,800 per metric ton.
Okay.
Now, whenever there is a up down on then correspondingly the our profit margin is certain percentage. So the sale price becomes less if it is $900. Sale price will be only $1,500. But if it is $1,800, the sale price will be $2,500. So
Okay.
converting that into the this thing, it's a very tricky thing for us. What we have to see is actually the total quantity we sell. The
Okay.
total quantity we sell is the same.
Okay.
The
Fine.
only thing is the number differs only because of that. But you will find that what we do is that we try to save on expenses side. We try to also take the raw material, wisely, or due to our knowledge of past. We always
Okay.
keep the stock of the raw material, so our cost of raw material is less. In that
Okay.
way, we try to make our profitability at maximum level.
Okay. So one more thing, Praveen bhai, in the results, I was seeing numbers have been pretty decent, but your other expenses have increased sharply. Any specific reason why this other expenses component in quarter 1 has
Yeah,
increased?
yeah, yeah. In fact, if you see my notes, I have given the reason also. The steep increase in the freight, ocean freight, has
Okay.
affected us very badly. See,
Okay.
when we were exporting from here to USA, we were paying about $2,000 for 140 feet container. Today we are not getting the container even at $6,000.
Okay.
for 40 feet.
Okay.
And there is a monopoly. They sometimes don't offload the most of the containers, and it really, the next week it goes, and again next week it goes. So all these things, if I was also saying that, in fact, we have about 2.75 crores of freight, ocean freight this year, which is about three times the normal what is our expenditure. And that's the
Okay.
reason why I mean, since we sell in on CIF basis, so it has come in. I mean, we have recovered that, but at the
Ah,
same time, the expenses will show.
exactly. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay, now tell me one thing, Praveen bhai, in the notes, also another thing which I observed was there was some product called molted, I think molten, kind of product. If I'm not wrong, there is some some duty which has been put, by DGFT. Can you please
No, no,
explain what that?
it is not duty. It is a ban on export. So
Okay, so
far as
what? So,
Mad Blown product is concerned,
ah,
it was mainly used for the face mask, and that's why the government had
okay,
actually put the ban on that time.
okay,
Now,
okay, understood.
unfortunately, DGFT has still continued, and
Okay,
nobody is looking into it
okay,
to
okay,
remove
understood.
it. Although
Okay,
there is an excess now, not required that much uh,
okay,
material, but it is
okay,
not done. But what we have done is we have done a different way. See, straightway selling melon is not allowed. So what we do is that we have made a converted product out of it,
okay,
and that converted product is just part of it. It goes, so it is allowed in by the government.
okay, understood.
So
Fine,
we
understood.
we try to find out a solution to every problem which we
Okay,
face.
okay, understood. So I think very innovatively you have you have worked out a very good solution.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you all can manage the situation better. Praveen bhai, what is the average capacity utilization now? Currently, FY21 में कितना था? And if you can give us some number, like what is the plant operating at currently?
About 85% capacity our plants are operated.
Okay,
Even in 21 was the same thing. Now also same thing. Even in
okay,
20 it was same thing.
okay. No, but then, Praveen bhai, when you approach say 85%, I mean, normally, what is the kind of asset turnover in your business? Like, मैं अगर 1 रुपया business में डालता हूँ तो कितना revenue expect कर सकता हूँ?
Only 1 rupee.
So basically,
It's
it
a
is one
very
is to one.
capital intensive industry.
Okay,
So the only you can maximum get is equal to the what you put in capex.
okay, okay, understood. And Praveen bhai, now since you have told us something about your product, about your, basically of the subsectors which you cater. Now, according to you, what are the most important, competitive advantages which your company enjoys? Like today, you have a fairly very strong exposure in the segment in which you operate, a niche segment. So now, in terms of your exposure, which are the most important point which you think are in your favor, your company's favor?
Yeah, I'll tell you the biggest thing in our favor is quality. Right from the day one, we have been very quality conscious, and it has created a very good impact in the American market. You see, our customers who are buying from us, they do something else to the product and then sell it in the market. Their customer asks that if you have got fiberware product, give us. That
Okay,
shows that the confidence that they know that this is a product which is 100% a quality conscious people, and 100% it will be workable. There will not be any problem. And believe
okay,
me, in last so many years, 20 years, there has not been one complaint about our quality.
okay,
There was
okay,
no rejection of 1%, and there is nobody who has even not paid in time.
okay,
That's the because of that reputation, and because of second thing, since we have got an office in USA, we do a very good after sales service also. Our
okay.
people goes there if there is anything they want to understand this product, how to use, what to do, that all these things are also taken, and plus they book the orders for also for the export. So personal
Okay.
level, when somebody goes, it makes a difference in the mind of the our customers also.
Okay.
Second
Okay.
thing is that all our customers are Fortune 500 companies, quite big companies, and they have got a policy, so they don't want to change a supplier like us.
Okay.
That is our advantage.
Okay. But then tell me one thing that who could be the nearest competitors for fiber web in India? Let's say for for this same product. Are you the only player, or are there any other players?
No, no, there are other players. Some are with the Chinese machine, and there is one player which has just recently started before about 4 years. That is, it was known as Global Non One, but because of the losses, it has been now merged with the Jindal Polymers.
Okay, understood. So
It
not
was
much.
Jindal Group of company, and
Okay,
they
fine.
started, but then initially there was, they suffered losses. So after 1.5 years, they merged it with the profit-making company, Jindal
Okay, okay,
Polymers.
okay, understood. Praveen bhai, just a macro question on the industry. You have been a very established player in this segment. Now you said there are another one or two, Indian players, some Chinese players. Overall, what is the kind of supply expected from these players? Because industry operates on demand supply. So are there any large supply is coming are going to come in this segment? Because in the next say 1, 2, 3 years, are you looking at supplies increasing significantly, or will it be evenly demand supply will be evenly balanced?
See, demand has now increased in last few years tremendously. With with these big companies like Procter and Gamble, Kimberly Clark, they have come with the and also started establishing the units here about baby diapers and sanitary napkins, and that requirements is huge. So in fact, it has increased. Second thing, a use of diapers in children and in the adult was practically nil in India formerly when we
Yeah.
started, but
Okay.
now it is increased to a great extent, and as such there is a continuously growth in the demand at the range of 17-18%, and
Okay.
the new product cannot come that fast, so there is always will remain a niche area. Plus, the Chinese machine cannot give the quality because we have got a German machine from Reifenhauser, which is the
Hmm.
best company in the world.
Okay. Fine. I think Praveen bhai, one last question. What is your message to the shareholders? What message would you like to give them?
We only request our shareholders to keep faith in the company as a sort of a family member, because we treat our shareholders as our family members. And second thing, this is totally professionally run company. There is nothing in that it is a family met run or anything. It's totally professionally run company, and we are doing our best to ensure that the shareholders are. In fact, if you see, we gave 1 for 1 bonus in the year 1918. So we always try to reward also the our shareholders. Now we hope that shareholders will definitely keep the faith in the long term way, and we have a lot of shareholders who are quite long term shareholders.
Anyway, I think Praveen bhai, thank you very much for your valuable time. I think a very
No,
detailed
no.
interview from your side, and I think
Actually, I thank you for your, you have been a person who is respected in the entire, investment world as a very respectful person, and you could spare time for us. That's our pleasure, sir. And that's thank you very, very much for it.
yeah, thank you. In fact, I think I would like all the viewers also to listen to this video, because I think you would probably get a lot of insight as to how this company is going to perform in the future. So with this, friends, we'll conclude the video here. Thank you very much, and meet you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.